Also, if you would like to not be filmed this evening, filming is going to happen in the front couple rows. I think you're in the back couple rows will be safe.
School antics.
This guy. Welcome back, bro.
Hey, thank
Good
you.
to see you, man. Saw you a couple days ago.
Were we at the Saturday thing? Right?
The speaking with Colleen.
Yeah.
Is this a ticket?
Yeah, no, it's all
I
good.
was like,
What's your name?
Brian.
Brian, I'm Candace.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Candace.
meet you. My hands are full.
good. You want to go there?
You can raise both of them.
Hey, Brian.
You want to be in the middle.
Hey, how are you doing?
Are you the living water person? That's so cool. I need to try some of that. How do I do that?
I have a dispenser over there.
Oh, really?
Here, I'll go
I'd love to try some, especially before I run up there.
Yeah. Okay. Do you spell your name with an I or a Y?
With an eye. Thank you.
Don't be shy. All right, let's get started. Hello, beautiful people. So nice to see so many of you here today. Hopefully that's not the indicator that all of you having stress and anxiety. Because that's
Thank you so much.
what this event
Epic.
is all about. It's about healing from stress and anxiety. I'm sure a lot of folks do have stress and anxiety nowadays. And this event are hosted by a nonprofit organization called The Kind Power. And I'm Juliana, I'm the founder of this nonprofit. And we are here because, well, there's a crisis out there where basically this inequity out in a world, global inequity, 1 in 3 women have some kind of abuse, either domestic abuse or financial abuse. We're over 700 million that women don't have a banking account. With less than 2% of capital investment that goes to female-owned businesses. And in general, if you ask ChatGPT, there's less than 1% of any capital investment that goes to any impact initiatives, such as sustainability, social good, or anything like that. So this type of inequity creates global crisis, and it's all interconnected, and that's why we're here, because as part of our Kind Power mission, we want to address this inequity. And we do that through healing, empowerment, breaking the barriers for women, children, and underserved minorities around the globe. And how do we actually address this mission? That's one of the reasons why you are all here today, because we are building a team of coaches, healers, advocates to support this mission. We're also making partnerships with local nonprofits around the United States, but also global allies that support similar mission. For example, we recently made a couple partnerships with several nonprofits in Africa that support and build schools for children, gardens for children. They show them how to love the nature and give them tools to address, for example, teen pregnancy. Another nonprofit that we recently partnered with is actually related to human trafficking in Colombia. So it's a lot of good work that we're trying to do. We are also building our leadership team to not just to apply for grants and get sponsorships, but also to take this initiative and amplify the effort. So thank you all for being here today. We also host this type of events on about a monthly basis, and actually our next event is happening in October. October is actually Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So part of that, we are partnering with Stanford University and hosting a panel discussion with some folks from Stanford. Cherie, she's here. She will be on the panel as well. We have Brian, who is our speaker today. He will be the host, and some other really well-known folks who drive conscious innovation. So yeah, there's a QR code. Feel free to sign up and join our next event. I also want to say thank you to our sponsors. We have Living Water, Candice, QR code to connect with her. We have also local cuisine made by our beautiful local women. Also QR code if you want to follow them and get some food from them. And I'll also High White Mushrooms. Hey Stanley, thanks for being here. All right, so if you want to support, donate, also QR code to scan for that. And in terms of what to expect for today, so we will have JJ doing breath work. We will have Brian, Colleen, and Alex giving us some powerful tools and tips and amazing speech. Then we have Paula Rose giving us some interactive exercises. And then we will finish up with a sound bath. And we will have raffle. So if you haven't got your ticket, please see Jerica. She'll make sure that you get one. We have some amazing raffle prizes, so make sure you get your ticket. All right. So thank you so much for listening to me. And we will start with JJ and breathwork. JJ is our breathwork guide, and also he has a human optimization coach to practice. Give it up to JJ.
Okay, hello everyone. Hello nervous systems. That's what I normally say in the sessions. And it's so nice, first of all, to be part of an organization like this and events that are focused on what I would call practical recovery. And what does recovery mean for many of us? It means so many things, but all of us are trying to, at some point, heal from any wound. As long as we're alive, we're going to have some kind of injury, regardless of whatever it is the context. And healing not only happens in the mind, happens mostly in the body. So myself, as a human optimization strategist, the first thing that I do is addressing the nervous system of a person, right? And so many of us may notice how our nervous system starts getting degraded when we are not being able to properly think, our mind gets constricted, our body gets very tense, and so on and so forth, right? Now, my question for you is, how many of you have been breathing so far today? Right. Now, the interesting thing is that when we are breathing by ourselves, the moment that we become aware of it, that's when we may realize that, oh, I've been holding my breath. Anyone has been in front of the computer, receives an email, and we're like, oops, I'm not breathing right. That's called screen apnea, for example. How technologies like that can impact our system. That is one thing when we become aware by ourselves. And the other side of the coin is when we're breathing in groups. Part of the research that I'm doing is actually focused on how we heal in community. You guys follow me? So we're gonna start doing some, so it's, by the way, how many of you have been to any of my breathwork sessions? Raise your hand. Few people here. Yeah, just not to disappoint you, I'm not gonna blast you off like you normally do, but it's gonna be a good intro point. And the reason is, for those who have not been to one of my sessions, what we are doing is actually getting the nervous system in a workout state to offload stress, not just cognitively, but from the nervous system itself. If anyone is curious, we can talk big time about the different the part of the research that I'm doing. But let's start breathing better. We're gonna do this. We are gonna start dividing the group in two sections, and you're gonna see how we start syncing. At the beginning, it's gonna be kind of like off track, and that is how all of us are breathing in different syncs right now. I can see how some of you have more breathing here, other ones have more breathing here, which means that your heartbeats are going at different speeds. And so, what we're gonna do is this. From Tejas from your side over there, just raise your hand, Tejas. And all of you on that side are gonna be even odd numbers. So when I say 1, all of that group inhales nose, inhale, with 1. And now 3 exhale. 1, 3 exhale. 1, 3. You got it, very good. Now this other part of the group here are gonna be the even numbers, meaning 2, inhale, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. And now we're gonna start synchronizing each other. When at some point the entire group is gonna breathe. It's gonna start breathing in sync. So let's start playing some music here. So you can, and I invite you for this first part to keep a soft gaze. I know that the traditional pose of breathwork is something like this, right? One head here, the other one here, and then so cozy. No. We're gonna start using also our physiology to regulate our nervous system. For those who would like to know, when you start getting your eyes in a more open view, so that, for example, you can even stare at me, look at any point here on the screen or the back, and then start softening your gaze so that you're not really focusing on something but absorbing more and more information, more visual information. Just keep using your nose. At some point we're gonna change to mouth breathing when I let you know, but in the meantime, just focus on not focusing really on anything, just opening up the vision of range. And now 1, 3, hold it there, 2, 4, hold it, 1, 3, 2, 4. Soften the gaze. 1, 3, 2, 4. Soften the jaw. 1, 3, 2, 4. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only using the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, soften the shoulders. 2, 3, 4. 1, you got it. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone, take a deep inhale with the nose. Hold at the top. Now, through your mouth, exhale completely. You can hold at the bottom. If you want, you can close your eyes. Listen to my voice. We're gonna inhale through the mouth very slowly. Inhale slowly through the mouth. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Inhale slowly, mouth. Exhale, control mouth. Inhale, mouth. Drop those shoulders, exhale, mouth. Inhale. Tilt the neck from side to side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. When I let you know, we're gonna go faster. In. Exhale. Make sure that your arms are open. In. Exhale. Let's go faster. Now. In. Out. Out. If you notice lightheadedness that is expected, you're sitting. For those who are standing, you can go to sit. In, out. In, out. Follow along. In, out. In, out. In, out. When I let you know, we're gonna go 3% faster. Keep going. In, exhale. Drop those shoulders. In, out. Create distance between ears and shoulders. In, out. Let's go faster. In, out. In, out. When you start yawning, that's a great sign. Keep breathing. In, out. Relax the face. Out. In, out. Let's go for the last 5 breaths. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Take a deep inhale. Hold at the top. You can drop your shoulders. If there is tension in your face or your neck, you can wiggle the neck or massage the neck. Also, open up your wrists, rotate your wrists. If you notice tension in your toes, open up them even through the shoes. Hold it there. When I let you know, we're gonna let it go. And we're going to hold at the bottom for just a little bit of time. We're gonna let it go in 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Hold at the bottom. And this time, we're gonna finish with this. You can place a hand here or both hands below the navel. Hold at the bottom. If you notice tension in your shoulders, you can wiggle a little bit. We're gonna inhale to that deeper part of the belly, and instead of blowing, we're gonna just open the mouth. Hold it there. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Slowly in. Open mouth. In. Open mouth. In. Open mouth. If you notice tension, you can wiggle that tension. In. Open mouth. Let's go a little bit faster. In. Open mouth. All in sync. In. Drop. In. Drop. In. Open mouth. In. Open mouth. When I let you know, we're gonna go a little bit faster. So if you notice that your head is getting tingling sensations, those are expected. Just keep breathing in. Open mouth. Sink Wake up with your neighbor, let it drop. When you yawn, savor that yawn and come back to the practice. In, drop. In, drop. That's right. In, drop. In, drop. Let's go for the last 7 breaths. Open mouth. Open mouth. In, drop. Drop. Let's go for the last 3 breaths. Last 2. Last 1. Drop. Take a full inhale. Hold at the top. And with the mouth zipping more air. Drop your shoulders. Allow your face to relax. You can close the eyes. Wiggle the different parts of the face, the neck. Notice if your heartbeat is going faster. If you want, you can keep a hand on your heartbeat. Relax those shoulders. Hold it there. When I let you know, we're going to take a second inhale with the mouth. And this time we're going to push all the air out. We're going to inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second inhale. Now very smoothly. Push all the air out. If there is tension in your abdomen, you can tap, hold at the bottom. Hold it there. That's right. And this time I invite you to notice how good it feels to be in sync. All of us are at this moment stopping our breath. Bless you. Hold at the bottom. When I let you know, through the nose, we're going to slowly inhale. We're going to hold shortly at the top and we're going to slowly exhale. You may feel some salivation, extra saliva in your mouth. That's expected. Your body relaxing. Hold it there. We're going to take a deep inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully inhale. Open mouth. Raise your hand if you notice your heartbeat going faster. Nice. Raise your hand if you notice lightness or peace of mind. Yeah. To come back into homeostasis, we're going to inhale slowly for a count of 4 and exhale for 6 with the mouth. So inhale in 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale for 1, 3, and 4. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's all take a deep inhale with the nose. Open up the body. That's right. If you need to stretch, you're gonna stretch. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Release. Those yawns that you may have experienced, those are part of the experience. How the body releases stress, it is through yawning, through shaking, through wiggling. Many of the things that many of us may have been conditioned not to do. As I remember when I was a kid, if I was doing kind of like a tantrum, which it was, I didn't know that it was how the body shakes, right? I would be slapped, right? Don't do that. And that is a part of how we condition socially this body that has a different functioning. So I invite you, not only in spaces, expression spaces like this, but in connection with the other one. How do we relate? It's more than words, it's through the nervous system. So I'm so honored to have the opening part of this fantastic event today. As I mentioned, Juliana, thank you so much. And I was telling Juliana, thanks to Kind Power, my team and I would like to give you a gift. All of you have, when you scan that down, be part of the upcoming Intro to Breathwork online session, the Oxygen Reset Experience we're calling it. This is just the intro to something that I've been researching for about now 8-9 years. For those who are in town, just let's connect and you can come to one of the on the in-person sessions. With that being said, thank you so much. Keep breathing, keep optimizing, guys.
So beautiful. Thank you. All right, thank you, JJ. Now we have Brian. Brian is the founder of Mind, Body, and Spirit coaching practices. He's also a podcast host, speaker, and he's helping people to turn pain into power.
All right, quite a mouthful. Thank you, JJ. Just flushed all the anxiety out of my system in time for this event. But don't worry, I feel it all coming right back up, so we'll be all right. JJ, I don't know if you've ever gone to any of his events. He remembers people's name like you wouldn't believe. He has a memory palace of an elephant. I don't have that skill. I will just smile at you and stare blankly. I'm just kidding, I'm not going to smile at you. So, I was originally supposed to do a talk on helping you guys ease anxiety. It was going to be 30 minutes, but quite honestly, that gave me a lot of anxiety thinking about that. So then we thought, well, there's a lot going on in the world. Let's add some levity. Let's, shake it up, add some humor. And I'm also not equipped to do that either. Also more anxiety. So at this point, I don't know exactly what we're going to get into. It's a surprise for everyone. So here's the untold story of how I got into this racket. So I'm at the top floor of a hotel room. Gorgeous view. Waves, oceanfront, best money can buy, just soaking up the stream vacation. Waves glistening, crashing, dolphins frolicking. Look, honey, I think I see a mermaid. No, it's a merman. And I turn around, and I'm immediately filled with absolute terror and confusion as my girlfriend physically attacks me. And this is a hotel room, so I run away over here, she attacks me over here. So then I try to bang my shin on something, get over here, she attacks me over here. And I'm just trying to avoid getting physically attacked. And the whole time I'm running away, I'm thinking, where was this on my vision board? So eventually she physically tires from attacking me. But we're not out of the woods yet. We then progress to an avalanche of verbal attacks that are hard to put into words. A level of just insecurities I have, ones I didn't know I have. Just basically, she knows everything how I tick, and just line by line item, destroying me and my soul and everything that I am. Now, to make matters worse, I also had barely a fledgling of a business going on at the time. So I aggressively doubled down, put all my chips into making something happen. That also crashed and burned. So, and I'm stuck in a third world country. That was the gorgeous view. So I have, a relationship that's shattered in the worst way possible. And I am just an absolute shell of myself. I really, like the level of confidence and self-worth, it's like, what are you doing down there, little guy? It's just so low. And this is not heartbreak. This is soul break. I'm just kidding. I've never actually had a girlfriend, but the rest of that story is 100% true. So there's two things that got me out of this. The first was an angel put on my path, and she would stay up with me all hours of the night. And she would say, Brian, she would just anything she could to revive my spirit. And she would ask me, Brian, what is something you love about yourself? What is something you're proud of? And I couldn't come up with anything. Being the shell of myself that I was. And present tense. And I came up with one thing. I would always just come up with other things like, well, my sense of humor, which is ironic because I'm not even that funny. a second thing happened. I made a pact with God, the universe, anybody listening. I know I haven't checked in a while, but I could really use a lifeline. I made a pact, and the pact was, if you get me out of this hellhole, if you get me out of this swamp, I will dedicate, if you get me out of this absolute abyss of I will dedicate the rest of my life to shitty speeches. No, to service. Service people. And I don't even know what that means, but the pact is I will figure it out. So I took that one thing that I could remember. I had no sense of self, but I just knew that the one thing I could remember is I love comedy, I love humor. So I started bumping and bruising, started doing different stand-up comedy stuff, different, just like trying my hand in the one thing that I loved. And, you know, people say follow your passion. You know, that's horrible advice because you might suck at your passion. But it gave me enough life force energy to try something. And eventually, people in this room bumped me, well, instead of doing comedy, why don't, you know, you figured out how to put myself out there in content. Why not talk about the real issue at hand? Healing and recovering from devastation. So I progressed into content about that, and it turns out people want to hear that more than they want to hear my jokes. So that has since become a brand, a following, helped thousands of people heal and recover, and now the mission is to help people turn their pain into power. So, next slide. You might be wondering, what's a day in the life of something like this? Well, it's basically me logging on to Google Meet and say, you know, hey, how's it going with them boundaries we talked about? She pulls out her phone. Wait, I want you to hear the part where he says, F you. Wait, can you see it? Can you hear it through the microphone? Can you hear it through the... You know, it's intense. But there are perks to this. I work remotely, so I could go to a coffee shop, you know, open my laptop, sip my organic iced matcha, work on the vision board, aka social isolation. So, that's day in the life. So, progressing to what I can offer you, I think we should be treating our mental health the way we treat, you know, like the way we run our sales order, the way you would run the job that you want. Like, treat it as best you can. So, movement, first and foremost, movement is medicine. You don't have to go to the gym for an hour. Just make it easy. Just make it accessible, right? Doesn't have to be strenuous. I've completely shifted my approach to fitness. It used to be about PR, personal records in the gym and all that stuff. Now it's just about whatever's easy, breezy, whatever you can actually do. So since making this shift about 6 months ago, my mental health has never been better, and I have never been fatter. And also make it fun. I roped in so make it fun. For me, that's pickleball and tennis. Yeah. I don't know what it is for you. Make it fun, make it accessible. I roped in my pickleball partner, texted him, hey man, any chance I could get you to take a seat and laugh at my jokes? No, is the answer. Newfound awareness for me. Make it fun. Find a way to just get out there. Because the whole point is, it's like anything you do, as long as you're moving and grooving, you're helping your mental health, your mental, emotional health. And Tai Chi. We're going to do some more Tai Chi later. But I like Tai Chi for the high achievers out here, because meditation is boring. Tai Chi is a movement-based practice, so you get the movement, you get the meditation component. So if you're fidgety, you know, it's good for the... Where are my high achievers? High achievers. Any low achievers? Any low achievers? Where are my low achievers at? JJ's a low achiever. Thank you, brother. Moving on. So, find your light. This is an acronym. I'll walk you through it. When you're feeling down, or really at any point, this is what I have for you. Find your light. Use with caution. This is from one man to you. Use your discernment. Let's see if it makes sense to you. Always, don't just blindly take someone's advice, but this is what I put together after, as a bit of a protocol, how to revive after heartache and then some. So L is for laugh often and love yourself. Those are two different things, but they both start with L. And against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand. One of my favorite Mark Twain quotes. And if you don't like laughing, then you can go and love yourself. So, no, hold on. We're not done with love. We still have to love ourselves. So, love yourself is, this is really the magic. Like, if there's one thing I could possibly put together the best that I've figured out, learned, heard from other people, scriptures, not to say I've read them all. How can you show up for yourself? How can you be there for yourself? What does caring for yourself in this now moment, in this day, in this hour, like what does that mean for you? And run it through that process. It might mean coming here and learning something. It might mean, it's just figure out how can you possibly love yourself. It's a bit of a muscle. It's not something we will do for others what we often won't even do for ourselves. So it's a bit obvious, but as humans, we need a reminder to show up for ourselves. And I just want to give you that permission. What does loving for yourself? So for me, loving myself means a lot of water. I love water, which is why I was in the ocean yesterday. Well, I wish Barton Springs was the ocean. Okay. I is for imagine better. Just believe it'll get better. Just that might be the only thing you have. The universe is kind. I don't know if I can prove this. It's just a useful belief that seems to be true. The universe is kind and it wants to support you. Look for the mentors and people along the way. Look for the signs. Look for the synchronicities. Just believe that it's going to get better. And that will be more important if you're at a low point, because that might be the one thing that keeps you in the game, keeps you moving forward. Just even a remnant of holding the faith, a remnant of the belief that better's around the corner. G, go for it, go with it. Nobody cares. Whatever you wanted to do, go for it. Publish your song. Do what you've always wanted, for a couple reasons. Number one, as we know, and obviously I didn't come up with this, we always can connect the dots looking back. So the more you can internalize that, the next logical progression is, okay, well, I'll figure out how to connect it later. Let's just go with it, go for it, trust and surrender to the process. Now, hold on. My life is a living representation of twists and turns, and bumps and bruises, failed businesses, failed partnerships, failed relationships. Maybe we really shouldn't be listening to this guy. But it got me here. It got me here, and it's going to get you wherever you're going. So just go with it. It'll work out as much as you can believe that. H is for high five yourself. You've been a great, boom. Just celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself for being alive. Just give yourself. I did a birthday party. People came together, put it together. It's like nothing big, but just it's nice to have small celebrations for yourself. Doesn't matter. You don't have to, climb Mount Everest like Juliana. You can just do whatever. Just celebrate yourself. Find a way to do it. And I think this is again particularly important for the high achievers because it's always the next thing. Like I want to be a speaker like Colleen. It's always the next thing. It's always the next thing. It's always the next thing. And then boom, pain. And then it's the next thing, it's the next thing, boom, pain. So you might as well punctuate that with a little bit of joy, a little bit of celebration. I give you the permission. T is for team up. We cannot do this alone. We can do it with dogs and cats. So I did not coin this phrase. This is from a mentor of mine, an intuitive wisdom genius. Create your wheel of support. We have different buckets of life: mental, physical, spiritual, artistic, creative, play, like your values. And who can you call in and rope in to support those values? Because it's more fun, it's gonna be more productive. Like again, run it, treat it seriously. So don't try to take the weight of the world on your shoulders, Like find your people. So that's it. Find your light. Thank you guys for listening. I think, you know, if you ever need a little pick me up, I just encourage you to find your light and just maybe even remember that despite all the details, nobody knows or has experienced exactly what you're going through, but we're all trying to figure something out, right? And just know that we're all trying to find our light in our own way. So that's it. Thank you guys for listening. We'll move up to calling. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. All right. Now we have Pauline, who is the founder of FabX, storytelling and speaking mentor. QR code again to connect with Colleen.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. We're on. Fantastic. Welcome. So as Juliana said, I am the founder of FabX. FabX is storytelling in stages for coaches and leaders. My mission is to birth tomorrow's luminaries, visionaries, and thought leaders in order to create a more powerful, more beautiful, and more open tomorrow. A world that works for everyone. So, thank you. So rad, right? One of the biggest challenges that a lot of us face when we think about becoming a speaker or sharing ourselves is the fear of sharing and speaking our truth. Has anyone felt that?
Hang on. All right. Speaker like Colleen.
I see the door open and a beautiful, young brunette with puddly brown eyes walks through the door of my client's penthouse office. He introduces me to her. This is Sarah, my new assistant. I just hired her straight from college. I'm going to be her first boss. My heart sinks. Say, Colleen, you cannot stop her to think what he does is okay. At 22, I find myself as an international business flying all over the world. I am in France. My boss says, Colleen, get in the limo. I jump into the limo, and the limo takes us to a strip club. As I look around at the higher-ups, as they are following each other into the strip club, I follow suit. I sit down find me. Hey, Colleen,